Welcome back to another episode of SEMBANG with Parts, where we sembang and you listen. I'm your host for today, Yash on the radio.
Iman, right here.
And JJ, last but not least, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go.
And today we have a very interesting topic to cover, which is proud as a Malaysian.
Yeah. Yes, we are. We are
Roll
proud
the intro,
Malaysians.
please. So, guys, I just got a quick question for y'all.
Oh, what is it, man?
What's
Sure.
the heaviest me?
Oh, let me guess.
Um,
One me.
okay, let's end the podcast here. Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay,
Thank you, everyone.
Oh,
By the
don't do
serious-
this.
By
Right.
the serious note.
Okay.
All right. So now, Iman, JJ, please let me know. In your words, what does it mean to be a Malaysian?
Lawak hamba.
Definitely.
Okay.
JJ, anything from you?
I mean, I like to complain about the weather a lot. Malaysia's is just an equator. Like every day is just summer. Every day, the whole year is just summer. Like, come on, man. Like,
Dude.
jeez.
I feel like I wake up and the first thing I choose to do is to complain about anything, really. I have
That's
never
true.
gone
That's
out.
so Malaysian.
If
Right.
it's not raining, I have never stepped out of my house and not went, damn, why is Malaysia so hot? I have never done that ever.
Okay, I
Yeah.
would say
Even if it's
something. I'm pretty
raining, I
sure.
complain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone experienced this before, when you drive your car out and then you always want to choose to park underneath the shade if it's outdoor. I'm pretty sure, right? And if not, you just park underneath the sun, doesn't matter. You just go out and buy your food or whatever, you come back to the car, and then when you sit on the car, it's like, oh my butt is burning, oh my god, what do I do?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the
Dude,
heat.
okay, yes.
The heat. It's like when you actually want to do something outside productive with the heat, like for instance, wash car, it starts to rain. I always
That's
deal with
true.
that. Every time I want to wash my car, okay,
Mhm.
I walk outside, it starts raining. I'm
Or
like,
when you have the laundry out.
yeah.
That's the worst.
Only when you put the laundry out, it decides to rain.
I know, right?
That's so relatable, man. Like,
Look.
the only time the sun is useful is when, for laundry, but then after that, oh my god, like, screw
Do you
them,
guys
right?
do you guys realize that we're complaining right now? Aren't
We
we like
are,
true
we are.
Malaysians?
Ah! Oh, we're proving on Malaysians we
Also-
are. This is
also,
how you know we're
fun fact.
Malaysian.
Fun fact, you think the sun is hot, but when it actually rains at time, it's also gonna be hot. You know why? Because when the water
Mm.
drops on the ground, there's steam coming out for some reason.
Oh my
I
goodness.
just don't know why, but sometimes I can even when I'm driving, I can see some steam in the sky. I just thought it's a fog or like it's getting air pollution or something, but actually it's just I don't know, man.
Malaysia.
It's
This is
just the rain
Malaysia.
It's just the rain going away before it even starts, man.
Jesus, yeah.
And,
Very
oh.
very bipolar weather.
agreed. The weather is like, you're hot, you're cold, you're yes and no. You ever heard that song from Katy Perry? You know?
Yeah.
That's the Malaysian weather right there.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah. What
And-
else? What else?
Oh my goodness. Yes, and then the most important thing, we completely skipped by this and went to complaining. Food. Yes.
Oh, that's true. Usually that's the number one thing people
The
think about,
abundance
right?
of it. The abundance of it. From
I love to
Ipoh
eat.
chicken rice to
Mm.
the special stuff you get in Penang over at some of the mamas. Ooh, yes.
Like
Yeah.
like going to Terengganu just to get keropok lekor,
Oh yes.
that kind of vibe. Oh, so good. Every state.
I like how my father just told me one day, in the morning, pack your stuff, son. We are going to Ipoh. We're going to Malacca. For what?
Oh,
We're gonna go eat some food. Yeah, let's go. And I
Yeah,
just get
true.
picked up all the way. I just jump in the car, bring me there straight away.
yeah.
Food
Yeah.
heaven.
Skipping town just to eat food. Who doesn't know satay kajang, right? So
Oh
Yep.
yeah, kacang
Shout out,
oh my
sponsor us.
goodness. Yes, please sponsor. I'm losing a lot of weight. I wouldn't mind a delivery. Hit your boy up. Yash on the radio.
Yep.
And
We definitely need a sponsor, especially
oh
if it's
my
food.
goodness, there's also. I mean, okay, what's you guys' favorite food? Malaysian food. Like for example, mine has
Oh
to
my
be
God.
the chicken rice you find in Malacca.
Mm,
Is it
it's
Malacca?
true.
I can't remember. The one that they turn into like the one where the rice is the shape of a ball, right?
Oh, that's the rice dumpling. I thought it's
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I think wait, it's Malacca or Ipoh? It's either one. I because I went to two so much. I keep mixing up both of them. But
I had mine
yeah.
in Jonker Street, and it was quite a different experience. We rode out there on a weekday, me and my dad, always the dads. So
Mm.
we
Oh
went
yeah.
to complete a little bit of work, and then we were so bored. We were just in KL. We were so bored. We were like, it's gonna be lunchtime soon, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's go and have lunch in Malacca.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So we
Yeah,
rode all the way
you
up to
like it
Malacca.
though, but honestly, to be fair, I don't know why I didn't really like it. Maybe it's just the shop that I went to, like the rice dumpling, chicken rice. But if you would say my favorite Malaysian food, I don't know. I just like a lot of food. I'm just a good eater. Whatever that Malaysian food, I just eat already. Like char kway teow,
Yeah.
nasi lemak, anything, like
Mm.
anything. I'll just love
Oh,
to
You
eat.
know what? Asking a Malaysian what their favorite local food is like asking what your favorite parent is, who your
uh,
favorite parent is.
Yeah,
agreed.
So it's
Agreed.
it's
yeah,
kind of
But
it's kind of an unfair question.
it's an unfair question, but at the end of the day, you know you have an answer.
yeah. Everything, all Malaysian, we
Shout out to
We
love.
mom
just
and
don't
dad.
say it
Shout out to
because
mom
we
and
have
dad. I
to
won't tell you which one.
because
Okay,
there will
I
be
did.
war.
All right.
And, oh, second favorite food. There's actually a place. There's actually a place in PJ that I went to once. It's quite a distance for me to travel. The name of the
Mhm.
place was actually Bumbong Nasi Lemak, and
Oh, okay.
I highly
I've heard of
suggest
it.
everyone tries that because that was a next level Nasi Lemak experience for me. It only
Oh,
happens at night, where you eat in the back of an alleyway. It does seem dodgy at first, but it's really good. It's worth the experience. Okay,
those are usually the best where the best food is.
Yep, actually true.
agreed.
Yep.
And even I don't know if you guys remember the roadside burgers, the one that all the burgers
Oh,
stalls at the roadside.
even like Ramly burgers too, right? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying, or what?
yes, yes, that's what I
Uncle
meant.
Bob's Ramly burgers.
Uncle
I mean, this
Bob,
type of stuff is really
Ramly.
good.
Oh,
So
I
tasty,
prefer
man.
that.
mm.
I prefer that a lot more when compared to McDonald's. I mean, a fish fillet is always good, but sorry, a fillet of fish is always good. However, for that price, I can buy 3 or 4 Ramly burgers.
Yeah, true.
McDonald's, please don't ban us. Please don't.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We still love you. It's just that
yeah.
yes,
McDonald's. If you
family
try
burger.
Ramly burgers, you can't blame us, right? So yeah,
McDonald's, you should make a Ramly burger. Suggestion from me.
Collab,
Okay.
collab.
a
Yeah,
Ramly
I'll be
special. Ramly burger
okay.
special. Yep.
Now you heard the idea from our podcast first. We'll be expecting a stimulus check in the mail once you take on the idea. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
sir. Yep.
Thank you. How long have we been talking about food?
Uh,
I mean, we're Malaysians. We love food.
Malaysian.
Yeah, that's the only
yeah,
thing we don't complain about. Like yeah, pretty much
yeah.
maybe.
True.
Oh,
All right.
another thing we always complain about when the petrol prices go up. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I remember my parents were always like start shouting at each other because the petrol pump just go out. I just don't understand why. When I was a kid at the time, I'm like, "Hi, yeah, petrol pump station, the price went up again. Yeah."
Yeah,
They keep complaining and stuff.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
if the price was going up tomorrow, everyone would be queuing up at petrol station. Even though it's MCO, they all
Ah,
still queue up.
yeah. That's so
true,
true.
true.
That's so true.
I remember like when I was younger, I would see just my parents rush out the door at night when they
Yeah,
heard like news. I didn't know what it was about back then, but now that I think about it, it was
Yep.
probably
yeah.
that.
I mean, let's be honest. We're all gonna go through that some point in our lives.
True.
We're just going to level up in our Malaysian experience, and we're gonna
That's
start
so
doing that
true.
at almost monthly at
And
some
we'll
And
know
point.
the
once
feeling of our parents. We'll be like, I know how you feel back then. Yeah.
yeah. Once I
Okay.
start doing that, that's when I ascend to full Malaysian status. I'm not
Yeah,
I'm not at my full power yet. Soon.
Yeah.
definitely.
We'll get
Even
there.
even another thing, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all still remember every time the Olympics used to go on?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is pre-COVID days. The Olympics will
Uh-huh.
go on, and we pray that we get gold medals so that we
That.
can ask for public
Yes.
holidays.
Do
Yeah. We always pray. Even at
yes.
school, when I was at
Yes.
school, my
Yes.
friends would be like, please, go medal. We want holiday tomorrow. And then even the teachers, some of the teachers that were close, be like, yes. They come and we pray together with us.
Yeah.
Let's get the gold medal. Lee Chong Wei, you're our only hope. Let's go.
And you know what else? During these holidays, right? People would usually go to malls or whatever because usually whenever our country wins like a gold medal,
Yeah.
some store will like give like discount for today, like
Baskin
Baskin Robbins
Robbins.
or
Robbins.
Baskin
something,
Robbins.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We give free ice
Uh,
cream. That was a time,
Uh,
man. That was so
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I just remember
Man.
always. I just remember we'd always be we'd always bet all our cards on Lee Chong Wei, and we'll just be waiting.
Yeah.
Everyone was like,
Until
"Moment
this
Lee
day,
Chong
we're
Wei
still
shows up."
waiting, until this day.
He's our trump card.
Yeah, he's always been the trump card. Although I've learned over the years to play smart and always bet on second place if I were to put money down.
All right. Okay, man. Smart.
And
Yes.
speaking of growing up, right? Do
Yeah.
y'all still remember growing up in school, the Milo
Of
truck?
course.
Yep.
I feel like there's always a very Malaysian experience when it
Yeah.
comes to growing up. There's like
Honestly,
Milo truck, you said?
yeah, Milo truck. They come.
Oh,
They give you free
yes.
Milo. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, it's because right the Milo right from the truck or like if you buy it's always different from the ones you make yourself. They
Yes.
never
Yeah.
taste the
True.
same.
It's
I've
like
got
so
no
cold,
idea.
so nice. Yeah. So
Yeah.
refreshing to the throat.
Until today,
Milo truck Milo hits different.
yes, definitely.
Mhm.
Until today, if you ask me, right, what my
Mhm.
favorite drink is, I've drank a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of milkshakes, a lot of beverages, a lot of
Mhm.
beverage for the older gens that I wouldn't say, and then I'd always pick Milo, no matter what. It's always the
Yeah.
Milo truck Milo, because you can't replicate it no
Man.
matter how hard you try.
So true. So true.
Let's be real. Almost all Malaysians would just choose Milo. Like Milo is just an iconic drink, for everyone.
And
No,
like and
they
like
won't
also
just choose Milo truck. They won't just choose Milo. They choose the Milo truck Milo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Milo
yeah,
truck.
Milo
Okay, yeah.
truck Milo.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah,
here's
that's the best.
another thing, right? I know we're all saying Milo in this podcast, but let's be real. Whenever we go somewhere, what we're gonna say is Milo. That's how Malaysians usually pronounce
Oh,
it,
okay.
right? We say, yeah, Milo Ice satu boss,
I don't understand. I don't
Milo
understand why
pink.
y'all say it.
Milo pink.
I've always been saying Milo
Really, yeah. Oh, nice lah.
for
I
the
mean, I did
European
a
in the
mix of
entire
both.
group.
Yeah, I did a mix of both
Yeah, I
because I
also
had
do.
friends who said it.
I do a
Yeah.
mix of both, but like for most of my life, I would say Milo.
When your friends say it, then you just naturally pick up, like
Yeah.
Milo. I started questioning
Yeah.
myself. Okay,
Yeah,
Milo.
because it's understandable why people say Milo, right? Because all the ads are always Milo.
Yeah.
They've never said Milo once, but I don't know why so many Malaysians still, including me, still say
Yeah.
Milo.
Also, I want to add something, right? Like, back talking about the Milo truck when it come, that time. I don't know why
Mhm.
even though I was quite young, I can still remember that I was actually always looking forward to that for the free Milo drink. I don't know why.
Mhm.
I just really, really wanted it so much, and
Oh
it just made me
yes.
happy. It just made me happy. It just put a smile on the kid like that I was, back then.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And you would try to suck everything out of the little paper cup too.
yeah.
Yes, true.
Every drop counts.
Okay, here's just a theory. And I might try it a little bit later on. And who knows, if I manage to get their recipe, you might see me disappear because the Milo company would have come for me.
Okay.
So
All right, man.
I'm wondering that the reason their flavors taste so good is because they make it in such a big container, and because you know how the spout is always at the bottom, they always
Oh,
get all the Milo powder at the bottom itself,
yeah.
Ah,
so it
Yeah.
isn't that
makes
diluted.
sense.
All right, guys. I guess this will
Mhm.
be my final podcast. I am expecting the Milo KGB to be coming for me in the morning.
Okay. Here's another thing, right? This is very Malaysian. When we make our own Milo, whatever, we usually what? How do you guys make your Milo and Milo? Do you use hot water and then put milk in, or is that how you guys do it?
Sometimes I don't even need milk at all. I feel like just
Yeah, you
Milo
use the
itself
hot
is sweet
water,
enough.
right?
It's hot water and then I put ice because I want
Yeah,
it cold.
but recently I learned that people from like the UK or whatever, they don't use water. They just
What?
straight up put milk and Milo together.
Oh, I saw that. I saw
Oh,
that
yeah,
too. I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
that.
Right.
I think I saw that
So
on
it's like,
TikTok. But yeah.
is this a Malaysian experience where we use hot water instead? I don't know if we're special
Wait,
or
maybe
not,
we're
but
doing
that's
it
kind of
wrong. I need to try it out. I need to try it out.
Maybe we're diluting it too much. Maybe we need to try that.
mm.
Oh my god! If I
Yeah.
replicate
But
the Milo
also
truck experience,
I feel like a lot of them pour cold milk with Milo. So I have no idea how that mixes because you guys should know that mixing just Milo powder with cold water is not a good
Yeah.
experience.
Honestly, we can try that out, as experience. But no matter what, I feel like we still gotta stick to how we normally make as Malaysians. The Milo
True.
itself.
just
True.
just eat
We
it
are
raw.
proud
Just eat it
Malaysians. We
raw.
know the recipe.
It's
So
it's
yeah,
either hot water Milo or Milo truck or none at all.
true.
Yeah. Or you know what? If you were really cheeky as a child, you find a Milo tin and you eat it straight out of the tin.
Oh, wait, I've done it before.
Oh,
Yes,
there's only. I mean,
I have actually
only.
done it. I also done it with milk powder as well, and I think
Wait,
it's still
Oh,
good.
do you have to be a kid to do that?
you can still do that today. It's still
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, you can still do that. It actually tastes good. I swear, I swear, like it actually tastes
It's so
really good.
unhealthy, but it's so good.
It's like
Yeah.
there was a Milo like a biscuit Milo thing like a circle round I don't know what's it called, a circle round Milo thing. It's just exactly
Oh,
that, but it's like very
Yes.
powdery. Yes, and there's more
Because
oh
flavor.
my goodness.
they sell like Milo, little tiny Milo cubes that you just eat.
Oh
They
Ah,
have
my
yeah,
I
yeah,
goodness.
that's the one I was talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
tiny
Those were
Milo
so hard
cubes.
to find. You actually can't find those. You need to buy them online.
Yeah, they're
Really?
very niche. They're very niche.
I
Maybe
hate
I was
that
just
so much.
lucky.
I
Yeah.
hate that so much because I had to hunt those down like crazy. And when you
Mm-hmm.
finally find them, for some reason, they've always got a hold on the market. Whoever the hell has them sells them for whatever price. Because guess what? No one else has it.
Damn.
It's like Crystal Marrow and Genshin
I feel
Impact.
very lucky
You
then.
have
Oh
I
to
my
actually
remember
control the
goodness.
yeah.
market.
I remember
Yes.
seeing it in a store a few times, so I was like, maybe I'm just lucky, you know. Who knows? Maybe I buy one for you too, you know, if you want, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay, but
yeah.
you know what? Milo truck, right? It's great, delicious, but it comes like what, once a year, once every
Yeah.
twice a year,
Yeah.
right?
That's what makes it special, you know. That's what
Yeah,
makes
it's
it
very
so special.
special.
Exactly.
But you know
But you know
what's
what
out
comes?
there every day? You
Oh
know
my
what's out there
god.
every day? Ice
Please
cream one
tell me.
Malaysia. Milo flavor
Oh,
always wins.
oh my
Ice cream
goodness.
one Malaysia. That's always just when you finish school, it's just always there waiting for you.
I
Ice cream
never
one
had
Malaysia.
I never had access to Ice Cream Malaysia. However,
Serious?
yes, I never had access to it until just last year or the year before. I
Oh,
only had it like I only managed to have it like last year or the year before. Like, but the ice cream that I know is the one made by Nestle, the Milo ice cream on a stick.
that one.
And
It's okay.
usually we'd get those in my school. We'd usually get those right
Mm-hmm.
from our teachers if we did well in our exams. The top student will always get the gift. For me, right, the one thing that I excelled in for 1 year only was playing the recorder.
Oh, okay.
Playing the
I sucked at
Nice
the
lah.
recorder, yeah, but yeah.
The only
But
thing I know how to play on recorder is my Mary Had a Little Lamb.
wait, I used to know that, but I forgot it now. Oh my god. You
the,
gotta be
the,
kidding me.
the,
But wait, there's one thing right for the recorder. Like back in my school, we
mm,
didn't even go for. I don't remember, but I think we straight away jumped to a hard song. We started playing the climb from my Cyrus something. Like I was like, what?
what?
I was like, teacher, are
What?
you serious? Why? She was like showing us the all the stuff on a video and stuff and like what? Come on, like why you gotta teach us that so fast? Like, come
Oh
on.
my
I
goodness.
I would literally understand any other song.
Hot cross buns, yes. ABC, yes. You know, row your boat. Even that's understandable. It's like 3 notes. Miley Cyrus, all about the climb. Really?
That's
Really?
insane. That was insane back then. I don't know, man. Like, and then after as soon as she realized that we're not professionals and we can't do it, she's like, okay, let's go to hot cross buns.
Yeah. Hot cross buns is another classic, man. I even
Yeah.
learned that on the piano. Like, oh goodness. The recorder, right? Until today, I still remember when I went into secondary school, or as I was going into it, right? My first year. You know how you bought the starter pack, like the beginning of secondary school, there was always like this particular set you have to buy. Like it always
Yep.
came with
Mm.
like your school books with the logos. It came with
Ah,
the it came with certain like protractors and all that in a pencil box, which
yes.
Yeah.
thank goodness I kept that for a long time. I used it in my SPM. And it even came with all the files, my school's rule book, which I still have. I made it a point to check everything that I broke off the list, and also, yeah, the recorder. We didn't need it at all. I entered secondary school with a recorder that I didn't need.
Yeah, same. But wait, one funny story about recorder, right? Back in my primary school is that
Hmm?
I remember every week we always have the music class that we have to bring it every week. If not, they'll just punish us. So whenever we bring it, I don't know. I think this happens very common. I think it's mostly for the guys. Like we will use it as weapons, and we just imagine like yeah fighting with each other. You know,
Star
like
Wars,
I
sword
don't know,
Oh
fight.
man.
no. I don't have that experience, but I always see the boys do it.
I don't know. We were so childish back then. Like we just use
Yeah,
whatever as toy because we were kids, you know. Like I mean, we just have to,
Anything.
yeah,
yeah. Because
imagination and yeah, it'll be fun.
usually, right, when you see us guys, we were always running around doing that sort of nonsense. Like somehow
Yeah,
you were having some sort of Star Wars battle with our recorders, and then I'd have to explain to my mom how my
I
recorder
mean,
broke in
yeah,
half.
the recorder is long enough, you know, to be like a sword or anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah.
I
I
mean
feel
it
like
can
I feel like I have seen too many broken recorders in my life, and none of them are mine.
because you can
Uh,
pull them apart. Because you can pull them apart, I feel like that's already a red flag. Because you can pull them apart. Sometimes to prank your friends, you take the middle of the recorder out and you leave him both the ends.
Ah,
yeah.
true.
Speaking of all these games, right? I don't know whether you guys got played this before, but last time there used to be a trend. When I was still in primary school, where you play the eraser, like you press on the eraser and see who can land on top of the
Yes,
other
Oh
eraser.
yes,
yes,
yes.
yes. And then you
That
know
was my
what? They
favorite. Yeah,
would buy like the really.
yeah, the
Everyone
cool
would
pictures.
collect like
Yeah,
the
hey,
very
one of
thin
those
eraser
kids.
one.
I was one of those kids.
Yeah.
I remember I always line up in the place where we buy all the stationery stuff. I always
Mhm.
line up early in the morning. There was a lot of people. They line up to buy their own like heroes and characters of the erasers. You know,
Yeah.
to fight with each other. I was lining up and I was like, okay, this is a cool character. I need to get this one.
Yeah.
And then I get this
And
one. I
then
was like, this is my best. Yeah.
people like kids would also like draw on all these erasers to like
Yeah.
give their
Yeah.
own like specific little design, and it's
That
like
was
this is mine.
Oh my
This
god.
is my
that was the
challenge.
best trend. I
I'm
love that so
challenging you
much.
today.
I was actually one of those kids actually because I just remember going there. You had two types of erasers and they phased out my favorite type, which was the Pokemon ones,
Oh,
which is
that's
very
that's
sad.
the one. Yeah.
I still remember the Pokemon ones, and I think I had the entire collection at one point.
Same.
Hmm.
Same.
So, and then after that, one with the flags of all the other nations and one with all the other states. And those were the
Ah,
best fights
those.
ever. The ones that people would collect in general were Japan, USA,
Mhm.
Germany and Belgium because they couldn't tell the difference in the flags. Switzerland and
Oh my.
Italy.
Yeah.
And India also just because, stripe alter it's just an alteration of the stripes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those erasers do nothing but like play that game. They don't erase. They don't erase
Yeah.
anything. They crumble.
It sort
But
of became like
it,
Yeah.
yeah,
I still remember the Pokemon Evolution series. And then after that, next thing people started like I don't know who in my school came up with the idea of evolving the erasers. Next thing you started seeing people put like staple bullets in it, and oh my
I've
goodness.
seen that. I've
Yeah,
seen
that's
that.
so
I've
cute.
seen that.
And then they also like twist it, right? Like a Beyblade or something. I don't know why they would do that. But,
They
yeah.
would like stick things into the eraser to make it look like cooler.
I have one friend who has a bunch of all these like staplers and then he's like walking around like a very cool guy. He's like, yeah, he just walk around, past other people's seats, and he just sit there and like spin it in front of you. And like like a cool guy. I don't know, man. That's so.
Don't they also sometimes do this where they would like I've never done this specifically, but what I would see the boys at my school do back then is that they would like challenge each other, and then whoever loses has to give their eraser to the other person.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was what we did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always fun
Oh
when there's a
yeah.
stake
I
in
still
when
remember.
yeah.
I always remember mine. We had the same thing, and I actually came. I was the person who started it. Unfortunately, I was the first person who started it, and I was also the first person who lost it. So we called it the pink slip in my school, where you'd come up with your erasers, and you'd always have the disposable ones that you knew you could get rid of, and then you had your magnum opus, which you
Ah,
wouldn't get rid of. And I was the first kid who came up with the disposable ones. Basically, you had a whole row of disposables against
mhm,
someone's cream of the crop, and they were still
mhm.
new to this. They didn't know what pink slip was, and you basically keep going at them until they lost.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, dude! I wonder if they do this also in other countries. I
yeah.
Yeah,
This
wonder.
is actually so fun. I actually want to do it again. If you guys are down, we can maybe come out and just buy some
Oh
erasers,
definitely
yeah,
down.
and
hell
we do
There
it
yeah.
was
again.
one more. There was one more trend that went around towards the
I
end
know.
of my
I
primary
want to
school.
talk about it. I want to talk about it. Is it like the pencil lead where
The lead
you
boxes.
yeah
Yes.
you try
Yes.
and beat them off the table, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. It's almost been 10 years since my school started it. It's almost been 10 years since my school started it, but I still have my lead box. I still have it. It just brought
Man.
so many memories with me.
Yeah, I think I still have a lot of lead boxes. And last time I remember back there, I always told my mom to, let's just buy the thick ones, those heavy ones where, like big ones. I just want the load. And then I always never get them. I always get the 0.5 lead pencil one
Oh
where
yeah, yeah,
that's the most common one. I always get that the
the
most,
buncher
and like
one. Yeah, yeah.
you
I
can
still I
yeah.
still remember those.
Speaking of that, I remember last time we also put glue behind that
Yeah,
0.5 pencil lead thing,
yeah.
and then we pick it out the next day, and it's like dry glue. It looks so
Eh,
dope lah. Yeah.
I still remember everyone was sandbagging to the max. I still remember my school, right? There was at one point where I still remember the sandbagging went to the point where some of us were actually contemplating dumping sand into the lead box and then
Oh my
taping it
god.
up. Because everyone was sandbagging. You either had way too much lead inside that one lead box, or everyone
Yeah.
we were somehow sandbagging, and then somehow like there was a whole competition. And I still remember the series where there were a few competitions. One is the light standard series, one was the one
Yeah.
was one that basically looked good, and then the other one was for people who actually might be engineers today if they apply the same amount of skill.
Yeah, I want to say about that. Yeah. Remember they like connect a few pencil leads together to make it like a long ass, like a long pencil lead, and then like so different. There's so many different types of designs, I'm like, wow, damn. I also tried doing that. You playing with that also was also really fun.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
like for me, I messed with weight distribution when I was 12 with one of them. And I
Yeah.
also messed with not the really long ones. The issue was they were easy to hit. My favorite method was you tape up the center just a tiny bit, so the moment people come for your corners, they're off.
Hey, but one funny story about the pencil lead thing, right? Is that I remember last time you're supposed to use an empty pencil lead to play, right?
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to wait, so I just want to straight away, and I didn't have a pencil lead at the time, pencil lead case at the time, or whatever.
Hmm?
So I used a box filled with pencil lead and I just played. And then in the end, after playing everything, yeah, everything is just my long pencil lead become like 1 inch pencil lead already, So
Yeah, yeah.
all of
There
it is
was
just like 1 inch.
there was even one of them, right? I still remember. You know that purple one you talked about, the most common 0.5 one, the one with the purple top?
Yeah.
People used to split them, flip them around so both ends were squared. So like you had the top and then you had the bottom layer.
Yeah.
They'd actually crack it open in the center and then they flip it around so like both ends were flat and you didn't need the cap anymore. I
Yes.
I
Yes.
actually did that with one of my lead boxes that I actually used to carry around lead for my mechanical pencil. Was it
12
functional? Yes.
12-year-old Malaysian boys are oddly smart for no reason.
We're
Yeah.
using our intelligence, that back
Yeah.
then for
How
for
are
different
you people
reasons.
understanding all these things?
I've
You're
got no
12.
idea. I've got no
Like,
idea, but there was
even
one point I started building a metal
yeah,
sarcophagus for one of them, and when I brought it to school, it was immediately disqualified because there was a metal
yeah.
sarcophagus
Iman,
around
Iman, let me
everything.
tell you this. Let me tell you this. Kids
Yeah.
have the best imagination. They have the best
Yeah.
creativity. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. You
It's
just like to think a
amazing,
lot.
man.
Just love to
If
think
you
a
Yeah.
give
lot.
it to us today, we just be like, that's not
We
possible.
just take it and we just throw it behind us. What's
Yeah,
this? Just
Yeah.
throw it away.
physics physics doesn't allow it. But if I ever
Yeah,
Yeah.
see kids playing a game of Leadbox, even if I was like 20 or 30 years old, I'd sit
I'll
down just
join
to
it.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
12
want to watch it.
12-year-old
Okay.
Malaysian boys can do anything with sheer willpower, to be honest.
Yeah,
They can do
agree.
anything.
Yep.
And another thing but that I will be honest, this is something that, you know, I never wanted to do as a 12-year-old Malaysian boy, which is brushing my teeth by the longkang.
Oh, but you have to though. I remember it's compulsory in my school back then. We all had to line up and brush our teeth and look out, and they'll be teaching us step by step. This is how you brush your teeth,
Yeah.
and down, up and down. All the while, I thought it's like just go in and go, like in and
Yeah.
out, in
Mm.
and out. But it's actually up and down, up and down. So I'm like,
It,
damn,
yeah, it's
right?
during when one of those like the dentists would come to the school or whatever and give you like a free toothbrush and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to do that.
All right, pause for a while.
Yeah.
It was
Okay, yeah.
one of the best it was one of the best times ever because I remember, right, I'd always go and my teeth wouldn't be as nice. But my teeth, like some of them are like they're not perfectly shaped. Like I've got some extremely sharp teeth for whatever reason. But no matter what, right? They
Yeah.
always teach us brushing techniques, and somehow you're always wrong. If you follow
Yeah.
the technique, if you follow the technique from last year, you're wrong. There's a new technique this year.
That's
If
how
you
I
follow,
feel. Wait.
if you
Well,
follow the technique from last year again, like 2 years later,
yeah.
wrong. The technique is the same as 2 years back when they told you you're wrong.
You know, when I tried to follow technique, right? Even though it just felt so wrong. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I feel like my gums were
No.
gonna bleed. You know. I don't know why.
I
I
Yeah.
don't know.
know.
Yeah.
And then after that, right? So they saw. Then one of them asked me one day, "How do you brush your teeth?" And then I showed them how I normally brush, which is just back and forth. I don't go up and down. I just go back and forth, like higher and
Yeah.
lower. And you know, and then he was just like, "Oh, your teeth must be really bad." Went in for went in for the so-called cabut gigi. You know, a thing that they say just to scare you.
Yeah.
Went in, they checked my teeth. Hey boy, your teeth are really nice, huh? And I'm sitting here like, huh. So I guess he was wrong.
So I guess
Well,
now I'm not gonna do what you told me to do.
Yeah.
I feel like brushing teeth. There's no right or wrong way. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I just brush whatever
Just
it feels right
make
for
sure your
you.
mouth
As
is
long
clean.
as it's clean, man.
And yeah, as long as it's clean,
And
that's the most important thing.
the,
How you do it, we don't matter. You know, it doesn't matter at all. But
Mhm.
as long as you get it done.
the
Cue all the
worst.
dentists coming for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9 out of 10 dentists would disapprove of what we're saying because we're not following them. Then 1 out of 10 will agree. I'll stick
Yeah.
with that 1 out of 10. Thank you. And my favorite, like that, my favorite part about that, right, is do you still remember when they used to tell you, when they used to call you out like Iman or JJ, and then it'd be like Cabot Gigi,
Oh my!
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'm
It's
usually
just
horrified.
checking.
usually they say check Gigi for me. The moment you
Mm.
hit standard 4 for some reason, someone decided that it'd be a bright idea to walk into my class. Hey, yes, Chabo Gigi. I was like,
Oh my!
and the
I had
scary part is,
nightmares. I was really shaking. I was like, please don't call my name. Please don't call my name. So and then when they call other people, the one in front of me, like no, I remember last time there were like numbers in our
yeah,
class. So the one in front of me, they call in front of me. I'm like, oh my god, please don't be me. Please don't be me. Then they call the one behind me. I'm like, okay, fine. Yes.
Mhm.
I was very lucky back then. Like it was never me. So yeah.
Yeah, and then you know what else? When your entire class has to like go check the teeth or whatever, right? And it's your
Mhm.
turn. You can sometimes see at the corner of your eye all the kids just peeking, trying to see what the dentist is doing to your mouth.
yeah. And
Oh
then so
my
and
god.
like I still remember one prank I played. I asked the dentist. She was still leaning over ahead of me. I was like, Kak, yeah, saya nak buat
Yeah.
bising, nak terkejut diorang sikit. Siapa yang kat belakang tu? And then I was just there. I was like, ah! You could see some of them
Yeah.
run. I was like, I was
That was
enjoying
good.
myself.
That was good.
That's good, man. Oh my
My
goodness.
god.
I want to do that too. But yeah.
Yeah. And then there
Man,
was
we have a
always like,
lot of memories.
yeah. One more memory which I never managed to do as a child was play badminton with my neighbors.
Oh, I do this a lot.
Over
Yes.
the house gate. Because
Yes.
guess what? I don't know how to play
I
badminton. I am the most un-Malaysian Malaysian ever.
I love badminton, and I think badminton is one of my best sports because
uh
since primary school, there's always competitions, and I always take part, even though I suck so bad. But then I keep practicing, like, and I joined the badminton
uh-huh.
team after that, and then I just improved so much, and then I just really love badminton so much. Like
Oh my
the
goodness.
the fun of smashing on other people is so fun. Like it's just so fun.
Yeah.
I for me, right? Okay, I've never done the thing where you do it over the house gate because I live at like a apartment place complex thing.
Okay.
But we
Mhm.
all go out, right? Me and the kids' neighbors, and we will play. And in contrast to JJ, who I guess is Lee Chongwei incarnate,
Okay.
I
All right. Man.
we're not
Remember
very good.
JJ Olympics
Yeah.
gold.
I'm gonna go to Olympics
Remember
next time. Get the gold medal for you guys for your all the years waiting. It's coming
Yes.
back.
Okay. In contrast to JJ, right? We're not that good. And then there's always like wind, right? And we never play with like something as a net. So we're
Yeah.
just like kind of playing like that, right?
Yeah.
And
slipper.
then something we would do a lot when it's just the girls, um, whenever someone would like serve and then the other person couldn't get it, they always like the person who served will always go sorry, and then it's just going to be a repeat, and everyone's just going to say sorry, 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 sorry. I don't know if that happens to
I've seen
guys,
that.
but
I've actually seen that, and I'm the one who's like laughing at the side, you know. Yeah, these people. Yeah, these people. And then we are just playing at the side. But something I want to add about you saying like, there's wind when you play outside. That's actually really
yeah.
true. When I played at the gate last time,
Mm-hmm.
the one of the problems that I really hated the most was because of the wind. It's really hard to play
Mm-hmm.
badminton. Like that's why most badmintons are always indoor.
Indoors,
If you
yeah.
play outdoor, it's actually really, really hard to play. Like wind
Yeah.
just blow, you get a smash, and then the wind just blows out of your racket, and then you're like, oh my god, I just smashed the wind.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god.
the
That,
most annoying part is when the wind is going towards you. So
Yeah,
when you're trying to like serve or something, the
it's gonna
ball
be so hard.
is
Yeah.
it's so slow.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's some stuff we did, but it's
those are
it's
some
whatever. We're
those are some
kids.
really nice badminton stories. One of the only badminton story I have is when someone was practicing smashing and they didn't
Mhm.
realize I was there.
Oh
So I
no.
had I had like a bruise on the back of my head
That
for
was
like a
probably
day.
me.
Oh,
Just kidding.
that
Just kidding.
yeah.
JJ, JJ, damn
No,
it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apologize to you in many years here right now.
But
After all
what
the years. Yeah.
this may have not been badminton, but when I was 13 or 14, I did learn how to play squash and I did enjoy it.
Ooh,
Ah,
actually, yeah. I never
ah.
played squash, but it feels really nice and satisfying to play. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Just looking
the
at it.
sound of the ball hitting the wall is just different.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it's a lot. It's a really. I don't know how to explain, but the echoes when it hits the wall,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
next thing you know, you have badminton players walking by you. Like, why are you doing this? You're playing with just yourself.
Loser.
I'm like, yes, I know I'm playing with myself, so I don't lose. I'm
Oh,
always winning.
Yeah.
big brain. And then you
Big
point into two
brain.
people badminton and they're
Big
like,
brain.
you two, one of you are losers. I'm just gonna say this first.
Yeah.
You play with each other.
Out of the two of you, one will lose.
Yeah, yeah. At least
And
I'm
guess
always
what?
the winner. Take that.
Guess what? I only win. I only
Yeah,
know how to win.
yeah. Big brain, man.
Yeah. The wall can't win. It's a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta. Hey, I'm telling you, we gotta have squash in Olympics next time. Like, come on,
You
right?
know, one thing which I wish was a school activity is skateboarding because that became an Olympic
Oh.
sport.
Oh yeah.
Oh
But
yes.
I never get to play it though. Like in school, we never had this as a activity. But for my schools that I've been to, so yeah.
Mhm.
Oh well. Next
I
Olympics,
don't.
Gran Turismo Cup. Come on, let's go. Woo!
Hey, but I want to talk about something, right? You said about the skateboarding thing. I
Yeah,
saw on the Olympics, everyone is like 13 years old, 12 years old, like so young.
yeah.
I don't know
There
Yeah.
whether you
was
realize that.
there
Everyone
was
looks so
actually a
Yeah.
young.
kid. There
No,
was actually a
it's
kid
Yeah.
from Japan that I watched a while back on this YouTube channel by Lou Imura. His name was Kyonosuke Yamashita, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he was actually he was actually really young. He's like just 1 or 2 years younger than me,
Yeah.
and you know he apparently competed up to really high levels. And his next goal is the Olympics for skateboarding.
Damn.
Mm,
And
I see.
And you say he's 2 years
Skateboarding
younger than
looks
you?
fun.
Yeah.
huh?
And you say he's 2 years younger than you, right?
Yeah, 1 or 2 years.
Yeah. This type of people, like you see them achieving like Olympic gold one day, and then you're like, they're younger than you a few years, and then you're like,
Okay,
look at where am I right now?
it's okay. Let's make it our goal to make it for future Malaysian kids for their
Yeah.
childhood to be skateboarding.
Yeah.
Most
We
of
need
us don't have
to
that. Let's have that for future Malaysian
we need
kids.
more of this
Agree.
culture here, in Malaysia, so that Malaysia can
Yeah.
win more gold medals. Let's
But
go.
Yeah, man.
of course, we have to be careful where to skateboard.
Yeah, of
Agreed.
course.
Agreed. It's kind of sad. Like we used to have a skateboarding culture here, but I will bring it
Mhm.
back one day. All right.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Yes.
okay. Also, since we're in the month of August and September, do you remember back in
Mhm.
school where they used to play the songs they used to play these songs at the Tapa
Yes.
Perhimpunan?
Absolutely
So,
yes.
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
what was your fondest memories of it?
Just screaming my lungs out to like
Uh,
Karangamu.
just singing randomly to the beat without knowing
Yeah,
much of the lyrics.
Yeah.
it's just that you're just waving your flag like crazy. I
Yeah.
don't know why. Like when Kuranamu plays, my patriotic self just bursts out of myself. I
Same.
don't know what I was saying, but yes.
We all
I,
sang it with passion. That's for sure, you know.
yeah. Yeah, Kuranamu and
Agreed.
that one Sudirman song. What was it? Warisan? That song was like
Oh yeah. I think so. Then I feel like Karana Mu is the one that I will always remember because that's the main. That's the name of
Yeah.
the song, and that's the lyrics to us. That's the only lyrics that are left.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
thing
And it's
is,
so
it's
catchy
so
too.
catchy.
Yeah,
It's
Iman.
so catchy.
So catchy. I love the
Yeah.
song so much.
I still, I think, okay, if we were to pull up the lyrics right now, or if I were to give JJ and Iman and myself a blank sheet to write down the lyrics, all you're gonna see is all the Karana moves for like a couple of minutes.
Oh, I'm gonna spam Kuranamu all
We
the
don't know
way, you know. You bet.
we don't know the rest of the lyrics.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
just Kuranamu.
Hey, that's being a Malaysian too, you know. I'm pretty sure a lot of Malaysians who cannot remember exactly every single lyric, you know, for the song.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
still,
We just
I still
know a
know.
few words here and
I-
there, but we vibe so hard to
And then
it.
when the song was playing someday, and then people were like, "Hey, that's that song, Kuranamu." Ah,
Yeah. Well, do you know how to sing it? Yeah. Karana Mu.
yeah, Kuranamu is the loud part,
Karana.
you know. Kuranamu is the loud part. Kuranamu, then softer but no, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
it's
no,
always like that. It's
no.
always like that.
Yeah.
Unless they have the lyrics on the display
Yeah.
thingy.
I remember
Yeah.
back when we were singing, right? When I was singing a song, we were singing Kuranamu, and then I was like looking at my friends, and then me and my friends were like laughing. After that, we were like, da, 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 da. Then we were like nodding our head, you know? Yeah, that's how you sing it, you know? That's how you
And
sing it.
my
So
my
funny.
And
favorite
no,
memory
and then
is
you know what's the best part? The
Yeah.
ending of the song where everyone just yells "Terima kasih Malaysia." It's always so loud. It's
yeah.
always
Oh,
so loud. That part.
yeah.
Secondary school was the best for that song because
I
you heard
know.
the awkward pauses in between. You heard Corona Mu, and then you heard the awkward pause.
Yeah, you feel a bunch of people screaming Kuranamu. After that, suddenly like, hey, where's all the voices gone?
Yeah,
You know?
the
We're
looks
like,
on the
oh, I
teacher's
thought you're
faces.
going to sing it. I thought you were
The,
Yeah.
going to
I
sing
thought
it.
you were
looks on
gonna
the
sing
teacher's
it. No,
faces were
you.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess everyone just simultaneously agrees that Kranamu
Yeah.
is the best patriotic
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
We have a hive mind when it comes to certain songs. That's one of the songs.
For real, man.
That's true.
Whoever composed that song. Whoever composed that song, thank
Please
you.
compose another one. Yeah, please
Kar-
compose another one.
Karana
And
Mu, we have
yeah.
that song.
It's a
Bloody
vibe
hell.
like no other, man. It's a
Yeah.
vibe like no other.
Okay, now, you know what? This is a point where I say that, you know, I heard that there's going to be a mini game that's being prepared. There's a quiz that's being prepared
Oh.
for us. Okay? Exactly what it
Uh-huh.
is, I don't know what's going in. I
Oh
was
my
not
goodness.
prepared for this. I was only told this as I came into the moment I only came into the
I didn't know
recording.
there was a quiz, man. You didn't tell me, so I'm not prepared. But
Quiz.
it's okay. I'm born ready anyway. So
Okay.
All right,
A
let's
quiz.
go.
Okay, it's expose Iman time.
it's
Let's
okay.
see.
No, it's okay. We are
All right.
Malaysians, guys. We are proud Malaysians.
Yeah,
We
we're
know everything.
Malaysian.
Yeah,
All
we know
right.
everything.
We play erasers. We drink Milo. We can do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. All we have to do is answer a few questions, and if we don't know the answer, good luck.
Yeah. If you don't answer,
Okay.
The,
Sure.
the
There, the
loser
answer.
the loser is gonna be the loser is gonna be the next host of
Oh.
it's gonna be the
Oh,
host of next
no.
episode.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Good luck. No promises though. Okay. Right. Let's get started. Okay. General
Okay.
knowledge time. Let's go.
Oh, I'm so scared. How many
How many-
states?
How many states does Malaysia have? Can you list them all? 14 states.
14 is
Let's see.
true,
14.
right? Okay.
I remember it's
Terengganu,
based on the flag.
Terengganu.
The
Okay,
flag.
okay,
Yeah.
let's okay, we can list them all. There's no way we
Yeah.
can't list them. Okay.
Let's try. Okay.
Let's try Selangor.
Perlis.
No. We start on top. That's how I remember last time. Like way at the top. Like Perlis. After that,
Let's
you know?
let's not
we
go
take
by
turns.
order.
We take turns,
we will
guys.
fail so hard.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Selangor, Kelantan,
Yeah. Terengganu.
Penang,
Perak,
How many
Sabah,
we have now?
Sarawak.
Is anyone keeping track?
Sabah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's start over,
Malacca.
right? 1, Selangor. 2, Malacca. Alright? 3,
Mhm.
Kelantan. 4,
Mhm.
Sabah, Sarawak. 5. And then 6,
Okay.
I have
Penang.
Perlis,
Johor,
like what I said
maybe?
just now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Perlis, okay.
Yeah.
7, Johor.
Johor.
Pahang, maybe?
Was
Yes.
Seremban. Yeah. Pahang.
Pahang. Yeah.
Okay.
Pahang, Seremban, right?
Kuala Lumpur, was that
Um,
counted? Because that's separate. For some
It's
reason.
wilayah persekutuan,
That one
right?
we talk about later.
It
We talk
should
about
be
that
wilayah.
later. Right?
Yeah. That was the last one
So
lah.
we have 9. We have 9, and then 10 is
Negeri Sembilan, have we said that? Negeri
yeah,
No, we've
okay,
not.
no,
Oh, we
no,
did.
10.
Okay. Okay.
No, we didn't. Okay, 10. And then 11,
Penang was
Penang.
said already, right?
Penang, yes.
Penang, we didn't say. Yeah, Penang, 11, 12.
Ipoh, did we say
12.
Ipoh?
No,
Perak.
Ipoh, dude, it's in Perak.
Perak, yeah, Perak, yeah, Perak.
Perak,
Yes.
Exposed.
I
Okay.
remember,
Okay, Ipoh
I remember
Perak,
that
yes.
part based on Ipoh.
Uh,
Oh my goodness.
Is that
We're gonna do-
enough? Is that not enough?
there's two more. Okay. Because I think 14 is including Singapore, right? So there's only 13, right? Basically.
Kuala Lumpur.
No. There's one more state on the right. I can't remember. Terengganu, is it?
I think I already said Terengganu.
Yeah, we already said Terengganu,
Oh,
Kelantan.
Terengganu.
Do we count wilayah persekutuan?
Kuala
But it's like
Lumpur.
wilayah persekutuan is like Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya. And
No,
yeah.
we don't count. Kedah.
We count it, right? Wilayah persekutuan.
Kedah.
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 Yeah, Kedah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay.
See, I'm
Okay,
an
now
actual
we-
Malaysian.
Wait,
Now we say
Malaysian.
wilayah. Now we actually say wilayah persekutuan.
Okay.
Okay.
Kuching. Wait, no.
Now,
Kuching.
why do we celebrate Malaysia Day on 16th September? And name any 3 countries or states which were supposed to be included to form Malaysia. Brunei. I remember Brunei so well. You could have joined us. Never mind.
3
Never
countries or state which was supposed to be included to form Malaysia.
Brunei. That part of Indonesia, was it? I can't remember very well.
Dude, okay, I'm very bad at this.
We
I'm very
can't-
bad at
hold on.
history.
Which is supposed to be included in the form of Malaysia. We can't say Singapore because Singapore was a part of the original plan.
Mm,
Yeah, and Singapore was the one that left after, right? That's why. So
Yeah.
mm.
So let's see. What else? Oh my goodness.
Did we even answer the first question? Why do we celebrate Malaysia Day? You haven't even answered that question
wait,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah,
on,
it's
I have
because
the answer to that.
was it because we established Malaysia or something? I'm so bad at this. Holy.
Uh.
Does everyone know the specific answer?
I thought we
There's a-
established
hold on.
Malaysia on 31st August,
As
right?
a
No,
31st
no.
August
Okay.
is our independence. Is
No,
when
no,
we were
no.
declaring.
Okay. 16th September is because they established the Malaysian Federation. That's the date that they established
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Then 31st is the independence.
31st is
Independence,
technically when we
yeah.
got
Yes.
independence. The establishment is only on the 16th of September.
As Malaysia, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay.
probably that's
Alright.
why.
Next question, please.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh,
Finish the
kerana-
lyrics. Kerana
no.
da 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 da.
Merah
Merah
bara
semangat
semangat
wajah.
wajah.
Putih
Putih
bersih.
peti, kuning berdalam
Mulailah.
payung negara, biru perpaduan kami semua. Hey, got it right. Kan?
Kuning berdalam
Alright.
payung
Yeah.
negara.
Someone gets
Okay,
a point for that.
Alright, fine.
Alright.
Oh, this is keranamu. Buruh nelayan dan juga petani.
Gaya hidup ini dah berubah.
Wait, I think I know this part though.
Anak-anak terasum indah.
Ada terasum indahnya lahir generasi bijak pandai. Okay, I know this part. Pakar IT, pakar ekonomi. I don't remember the rest.
Oh no, I can't remember anymore.
Oh no.
I haven't sung in such a long time.
And then keranamu.
Yes.
Yeah, pakar
Yes.
IT, pakar ekonomi. I really remember that part.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness,
Okay.
I remember
Jika
this.
menyusur di jalan raya,
Go.
Okay, that's it. Okay,
All right.
the alarm
Wait,
part
Okay.
is hype
let's
though.
talk about this
That's
too. This
very
is
good.
Malaysia's national plan, right? This is okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey.
JJ, Iman,
Nice.
from this we
Okay.
can tell from
We
this we can tell
hiccups.
that both of y'all made it through.
Oh,
It's
thank
clear
you.
that I will be the
Um
host of next episode again, and I'm also going to be deported shortly thereafter. I am very sorry as a Malaysian.
I'm also very sorry I
hey,
couldn't
I
remember the lyrics.
only got through the singing part, man. The moment they asked about history, I left that.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll try to join Singapore.
It's important, people.
Malaysia, just so
History
you
is
know, we still
important.
love
Don't be
you,
like
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Malaysia, we still love you.
we love
I
you,
mean,
Malaysia. We
you
love
don't
you,
need to
Malaysia.
you don't need to remember history too much. Always look to the future. Remember.
Yep.
All right.
Yes,
So now
wawasan 20.
moving on, right? So
After embarrassing ourselves, yeah.
the Paralympics, right, is going on right now, right?
Okay.
So tell me, right? Are you like, what are your thoughts about it? Like, honestly, what are your thoughts about it? I really want to know.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch Paralympics normally, but I just want to say, like, for all the Malaysians that's taking part, good luck, make Malaysia proud, and
Mhm.
yeah, wish you the best of luck and make us proud. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I believe
We
in you
can't
guys.
we can't ask for public holiday anymore. We are on permanent lockdown for now, for the time being,
Yeah.
not knowing when we're going to be released.
But I kind of remember it was quite long ago. There was one after the Olympics, there were Paralympics. I heard that Malaysia did quite well, but I forgot when was it already. I just heard something. So yeah, that's all I know about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like one thing which, if you ask me, right, I feel like a lot of people pay attention to the Olympics a lot. But when it comes to the Paralympics, like, I feel like not many people, it's not as hyped as the Olympics, right, in my eyes.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I really like the Paralympics because, it gives a lot of people a chance to compete in sports. And, despite some, despite a few disabilities,
Yeah.
they're still
Mhm.
allowed to compete, which they're still given that chance. And I feel like it's a great thing that they're not left out and people are actually giving them the chance. I'm very, very happy for that.
Yeah, I feel the same way too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like they can be an inspiration to other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can be inspiration to a lot of other people, like, for instance, people with, you know maybe like the same
Going through the same
disability,
things.
or
Yeah.
maybe people who are,
Hmm.
not too, like, not doing too well. They can look at this and then just be like, you know what, the amount of dedication that these people have is next level. you know
Yeah.
like, I look up to
Yes.
everyone,
It's
all the athletes who train. I look up to a lot of them, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should wake up in the morning and train as hard as them.
Yeah. And put myself out there like how they do.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they can do it, I
Yeah.
can do it.
Yes, absolutely. It's like it's very inspiring because when you're watching like Olympics or any like professional sport, right?
Yeah.
You're usually like, man, I can never be in the same league as those people. You
Yeah.
know, you're always like, how do they do that? But when you're watching like
Actually, yes.
Paralympics, you just have to love the thing to do it.
Especially for me, I really love watching. Even though it's not about Malaysia, but I really love watching the track and field. Because probably because
Mhm.
in my high school I was a school team for track and field, so it's something that I really really like a lot, and they teach us a lot about like Usain Bolt, like Mo Farah, these kind of people. Like I really look up to them a lot. So yeah.
Mhm.
I was actually
Mhm.
supposed to be a part of the track and field team until my
Mhm.
asthma kicked in, and it just became my asthma actually became even worse one day.
Mhm.
So,
Oh
like, I used to be able to do 100 meter,
yeah.
and next thing I know, like, I
Mhm.
started training more and more, and my asthma for some reason actually got worse.
Damn.
So I ended up not being able to compete, but it was still fun. It was still very fun.
Yeah. But yeah,
Mhm.
as an athletic person myself, right?
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, but during the training is hard, like harder compared to all the other sports, like in my school, like badminton, basketball, and I feel like
Mhm.
even though it's the hardest, I feel like it's the least enjoyable compared to like badminton, basketball, because like the others you're actually like playing the game, and this is you're just like running nonstop until you vomit. That was my mentality in my school back then. So yeah, I don't know. That's
Agree.
just my
Mhm.
my opinion, lah. But yeah.
Like for my secondary school, right? It was pretty well known in its area for the track and field team. And you would see
Mhm.
every evening, right? You'd see students training like non-stop. When I mean non-stop, right, I mean that you'd see them get out on field and you see the coach testing their endurance, pushing them to the max, building their wherever they're weak, building them. And it actually really shocked me. And my sister is currently training under that same coach, and
Ah.
I'm very glad for her. Because she is able to get a really good coach, and she's gone up to
Nice.
MSSD and trying to go up to MSSS.
Nice.
Ah.
Hopefully,
Nice.
hopefully one day they'll notice her and pick her for the Olympics too.
Yeah. All the
It
My
will
sis-
best to
happen.
your sister, dude.
my sister listens to the podcast. Hey, you know what? You better be at the next Olympics. You know what? The
Yeah.
future Olympics, you have to
We
be
believe
there.
you can do it.
Yeah.
We believe you can do it. Sure. Make
Yes,
Malaysia proud. Let's go.
Yeah,
I
you
want
can
my
do
free
it.
ice cream. I want my free ice cream. Thank you.
All right. That's all right.
So,
Nice.
oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, we have run out of time,
No.
and
Yeah.
yes, it's very very sad that we have. And to sum it up, right? You know, times currently are really tough for a lot of us, and
Mhm.
because we have to stay at home and we're not allowed to see each other. Like the podcast team would have recorded in person if the
Mhm.
lockdown wasn't present,
Oh my
and
goodness, yes.
and to be very honest with you, we're all doing this from different areas, and it can be really tough and really taxing sometimes because you got people who are struggling to cope with mental health. You got people who are struggling to cope with just the boredom in general also. So, and the temptation for them to go outside is very strong. So just a quick PSA to all of you, you know stay safe, stay at home, take care of yourself.
Mhm.
And if
Mhm.
you ever need anyone to talk to, you know what, hit us up on Instagram at at IACT Parts Official. We'll be there anytime for you. Okay? We'll all be there to listen. Be it me, one of our team members or our social media team,
Yeah.
they'll be there to talk to you and spend time with you. And thank you very much to Iman and JJ today.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay?
man. Wish
And
you
Yeah. Thank
boleh.
thank
you.
you.
You're a great host, man.
No,
Yeah,
no,
man.
no, no, no.
Yeah. You
thank
Come on. You don't be so humble,
thank you
man.
very much. Thank
All
you
right.
very much. But
I
thank
haven't
you
been
everyone
here
for
in a
listening.
while,
Oh,
and it was great.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
It's
great.
it's
Yeah.
great to hear your voice again, Iman. It's very great to hear you. It's been quite a while. I mean, you were there for
Yeah. No.
our second podcast. You were there for the second
Yes.
podcast, and then you weren't around for a while. Yeah, it's
I
great to
was
hear you
there.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JJ, I hope to see you in future podcasts. Please
Yep.
join in. And
Sure.
as for
Please
all of
do,
you
man.
listeners, thank you very much for tuning in. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, don't forget to comment, let us know where we did wrong. Let me know when that stimulus check is gonna come in. Milo, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. And please don't forget to share it to your friends. Who knows, you might find someone that enjoys it. Feel free to post about it on your social media too. And you know, be sure to catch us on our next episode, which is gonna be a banger where we're going to talk about